Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by. So it's a crazy day for Team Trump regarding the Epstein files stuff. It was a little bit over a week ago I put out the video talking about how they claim there's no client list to speak of. That was the conclusion of the findings from our Attorney General Pam Bondi, as well as the sitting FBI Director Kash Patel, that the truckload of evidence that was received from New York had no client list to speak of. This prompted House Democrats to attempt a release of these files. They held it to a vote, which was shot down twice by House Republicans. In a sweeping resolution, all House Republicans voted no on releasing the files. This prompted a lot of right wing talking heads to immediately change their tune. You're probably familiar with that meme of the chip being taken out of the bot's head, replaced with a new one. It used to be release the files because the Democrats are on them, or the Democrats don't want these files released because they're protecting their own. And now it's the Democrats want to release child porn to the public. That's why they're so adamant on releasing these Epstein files. And I think anybody acting in good faith knows that that's not the case here. They just want Trump to uphold at least one of his campaign promises, which is releasing the Epstein files. He said it many times on the campaign trail that that's what he was going to do. Many of his supporters also really wanted him to release these Epstein files. Some people said it was their main reason for voting for him, to drain the swamp. That's what he ran on in 2016. But of course now, it's a hoax. All this time, it's been a hoax. That's what Trump said on his Truth social media. Now you can pause this video all you want. You can read all this through yourself. But the main thing I want you to pay attention to, this highlighted part. Their new scam is what we will forever call the Jeffrey Epstein hoax. And my past supporters have bought into this quote-unquote bullshit hook, line, and sinker. Trump will say literally anything and seems to believe literally anything as long as it serves his interest, as long as it will make him money, and he knows that his fan base is fervent enough that they will believe anything he says. I do believe that there will be some sort of schism from this statement, this path that the administration has taken regarding the Epstein files. This is a major focal point of a lot of people's belief structure. And I've always believed that this information should be released, that if we have credible evidence of people who are participating in what is child slavery, child sexual abuse, that they should be brought to justice. They should be held accountable to the fullest extent of the law. We all should be held accountable to the law. It doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter what kind of job you have. It doesn't matter if you're the president of a country or the prince or king of a country. I don't care. If you're breaking these kind of laws, if you're doing these kind of heinous acts of violation against children, you should be brought to justice. I've seen a number of posts where people have suggested that if these client lists, if these files were fully released, it would bring down world governments because so many rich and powerful people would be arrested, held accountable for their actions, and good. Why do you want people like that to be walking around? Why do you want them to not be held accountable for the things they've done? I find it really confusing why anybody would defend this. And in fact, I would say defending it or defending the hiding of the files, the holding back of the client list, I would say that's reason for suspicion. I'm not sure exactly where this is going to go moving forward. I do feel like a lot of people are about to become disillusioned by the modern GOP. Hopefully a lot of these right-wing talking heads, these Tim Pool types who have made a complete about face on their messaging regarding these files, hopefully they'll start losing some money. Some of their more fervent viewers will start to realize these people are full of crap and only speak to serve their own interests and fill their own wallets. But I guess until we get to the next chapter of this Trump versus Epstein saga, y'all try to have a good day.